For the last few weeks, we've been camping around Colorado and just exploring and having the best time ever. But today, we're actually ditching the truck camper and going on a little backpacking trip, hence the mess behind me. We're leaving in a couple hours, so we need to get packing. And this is actually only our second backpacking trip ever. So if you have any tips or advice on our packing, just let us know because we're definitely newbies still.
With the huge mess of stuff we have inside, we honestly think it's going to be a lot better to pack our bags outside on the flatbed, and a lot of the stuff's already out there, so we're going to bring all of the rest of the stuff out there and pack our bags.
Essentials?
Yeah, can't forget those.
Wouldn't want to forget that.
So this looks like a lot of stuff, but it's pretty nice being on the flatbed because I can kind of look at everything and figure out what goes where. But this is all going to be fitting in both of our bags, obviously. I have a 48-liter pack, which I know should be more like a 60 because we like to bring camera gear and all that kind of stuff. And Ashley has a little 38-liter pack, but this 38-liter seems to pack a lot better than her old Trail 40, which is an REI bag. So let's get this all packed up into the bags and hit the trail. Quick little breakdown of what we're bringing. We have my clothes that are in a bag because I like to keep them like packed up tight and compartmentalized because I have the tent that's also in my bag. We have Ashley's clothes, we have our food, our cooking stuff, our sleeping bags. We actually have different sleeping bags, but we just got these in a pinch. We have our inflatable pillows, our little eggshell things we sleep on, which are super comfortable. We have our first aid and other, like our water stuff, bug spray, that kind of stuff. Then we have our tent. You can see that takes up most of the room here. Then we have some of our, I want to say, technology. So we have a Kindle, 2 lenses, we have the camera that's here, we have another camera here actually, and we do have our batteries and all that, but I'm not going to lay all that out for you. That's just already packed up. So let's get this all packed.
Alright, we're leaving the camper behind and getting ready to do this trail. The trail that we're doing is called Blue Lakes Trail, and it's actually very popular. As you can see, there are cars everywhere, and we're backpacking it, so we're staying overnight. Some people are not. The trail is about 8 miles. I think it's rated as a hard trail, and we're going to camp at one of the lakes. We'll kind of just feel it out once we get there. And we also have our friends that are in this camper back here. We've been traveling with them for the last couple weeks, so they're doing this trail too. They have their 2 dogs, we have our 2 dogs, so I think it's gonna be fun. Let's do it. Since starting this trail, it's been all uphill, and so with the elevation we're already at, it's pretty hard to breathe. Plus, I don't usually carry a bag because
She's a bag hiking princess.
I usually just have my camera only, so kind of kicking my butt, but I'm doing good. Check these views as we go up. It just gets so pretty. It's been pretty the whole time, but love being able to see the mountains.
We're still going steady uphill, but what's nice is there's a lot of shade, so the sun's not really killing us. Some wind, nice little breeze. The bugs aren't too bad. We're about 1.35 in. Not sure how far the lake is. I don't know if that's irresponsible of me not to know, but we'll just keep trekking until we get there.
We read that it flattens out about 1.5 miles in, and I believe we're around 1.5 miles because it has flattened out significantly. So hopefully it stays easy for a little while. Quick little water break for all the pups.
Oh, look at them, all of them.
This trail is so scenic. Look at all these mountains and trees and flowers.
Water? Here.
Oh my god, they're just so cute. looks like we're approaching the camping area, and you can actually already see a couple of tents over there. So I'm gonna guess the lake is just ahead of us, not too far. This is just the first lake though. There's multiple lakes, and we're not sure if we're gonna camp at this one or another one. So check it out. There's actually
So we made a little bit of a mistake here. What happened?
We forgot our stakes back on the side, on our flatbed, on the side of our truck. So rocks it is. And luckily there's plenty of rocks, so.
We have rocks literally holding everything down, and everywhere that needed a stake has rocks on it. And around we have rocks just so it doesn't get blown away by the wind.
I think we're gonna put some more rocks on the inside too, and then once we put our backpacks and everything, I don't think we're gonna fly away. I don't think it's gonna blow away, but honestly, I have no idea. Definitely a rookie mistake.
And Braden's already chilling in here. Are you tired? You just want to chill in here? You're so cute. So we have a couple rocks here. We're just gonna put a couple in the corners just for some extra security.
A little bit.
It's broken, there's a hole in it.
No, dude. You're looking at it.
So as we were taking stuff out of my backpack, we actually realized that we did have the stakes. We just kind of put them in a different spot than everything else. I don't really know why we did that, but we have them. So now Grayson's putting in the stakes, and we're still putting the rocks on top for extra security, but I feel better knowing that most likely we'll have no issues.
And this pup is just hanging out in here ever since the tent came up.
We're all set up now. We have our very minimalist camping setup. So we're gonna eat a little snack. Obviously the dogs are very interested in it as well. And then we're going to walk down by the lake.
Check it out.
Check it out, yeah.
I can't get over how blue the water is. It's insane.
Coming out of the lake to fill some water.
Gotta get that water going.
You're gonna love it, it's so cool.
Yay.
So we have our gravity fill action thing going on here. It's a gallon and a half of water. This literally just screws on like this. This is the filter. You take this off, put this hose, and this is not a life straw or whatever. This is just called water draw off of Amazon. And then you just plug this into here, and it's flowing. Kind of needs to be up. And then you'll see it drip
Into the bag.
into the bag eventually.
At some point.
Here, we hold it. There it goes. Is it coming through?
Yep. Coming through.
Already almost full.
I think this has a hole in it though. See?
Yeah, the leak somewhere. It's alright.
So we went down by the lake, enjoyed the water for a little bit, came back to our site, and the dogs went in, kind of ruined it up, so we fixed it up. Now we're gonna make some dinner, and we're not big backpacking meal people, just because we're not fans of the ingredients. So we made something of ourselves, and it's actually just as much carbs, if not more, and higher quality. Just as much protein, if not more, and higher quality. And tonight's meal is rice noodles with tuna packets, and then we have a sauce we made, which is peanut butter, soy sauce, sriracha, and stevia. And so how this works is I'm gonna heat up some water, drop these in there, then when it's ready, we actually didn't bring anything to eat out of, so we're just gonna eat out of this, just like we did in Alaska, and and we'll just share it. And then tomorrow's meal, you'll actually have to wait for tomorrow to see. So let's make this little camping homemade backpacking meal. Oh, and what's nice about it is that it only costs like 79 cents, 79 cents, 79 cents, maybe $1. So like $4 or $5 for the both of us to eat instead of like $12 each backpacking meal. And we don't have to worry about the ingredients. Let's get to cooking. So we have Chef Oreo here with me today. Should have probably added the water first. We have our rice noodles. I have a feeling these are gonna get huge. This is 4 servings or 2 servings. It's not really boiling yet, but let's just do it. I don't want to put it all in, but I kind of do.
Maybe do half.
So it took all of maybe 2 minutes to boil all of these noodles.
We ended up putting them all in.
We just put them all in. It boiled all of them. So my next step, I think, is going to be to pour the water out, keep a little bit on the bottom, and then from there, add in our tuna and our sauce, mix it all up, and then we've got a nice little dinner with a view. I'm going to leave some of it at the bottom, like I mentioned, just so I can, not that much, mix it.
All right, so that's what it looks like.
Drain most of the water out. So here's our sauce. Put it in a bag. Bite a little corner off and keep it. And just
Squeeze it in.
squeeze it in. And I actually drained too much water, so I'm gonna end up adding a little bit back in. It's kind of like a broke person's pad thai. I think that's the best way to put it. Because it's cheap and easy. So we added everything, or at least the sauce, before adding tuna, and we wanted to try it. This is kind of what it looks like, just to give you an idea. And it's 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. I feel like the tuna is going to make it a little interesting, but it's good like this, but we're still going to add it. But it's really good.
Protein.
Yeah. It's kind of funny when you're backpacking how early you go to sleep because you can't really do anything else. There's no Wi-Fi, so you're not on your phone, you're not watching Netflix, you're not watching TV, you're not doing anything like that. You most likely didn't bring a newspaper, so you're not really staying up. Ashley did bring her Kindle, so she will be reading. But it's 9:12 and we're pretty much ready for bed. We're gonna go outside and use the restroom and brush our teeth and hit the hay early because why not? I mean, we've been going to sleep at like 11:30 every night, so it's just kind of funny being 9:13 and being ready for bed. But we'll catch you guys in the morning. This morning we got up around 5:40 to come enjoy the sunrise, and it's around 7:30 and the sun is still going down and lighting up the mountains, and we're used to that happening so much sooner because usually we hike up and over or onto a mountain to see, you know, the sunrise, so the sun, you know, just happens to happen faster. But since we're like in this lake area, the sun's got to come up over the mountains in order to light up the mountains behind us. But it's been so beautiful to watch. And last night's sleep was pretty interesting. We had those little eggshell things you guys saw us put down, like the little mats. And I told myself last time we backpacked that I wouldn't backpack again until we got new sleeping pads or sleeping pads to put on top of those. And I still stand by that statement. It was pretty uncomfortable and it wasn't really the best sleep. It was kind of like dozing off, falling asleep and waking up, dozing off, falling asleep and waking up. I think the best sleep I've had was around 2 a.m. till our alarm went off at 5:40. But we are hungry, so we're gonna go make breakfast. So this coffee is definitely a little too warm to drink, but it's just a steep bag. So you kind of steep it like tea, and you can see I made half a liter of coffee. And Ashley's probably not gonna drink any because she doesn't really like drink any without sweetener or anything. So this is all mine. Yeah, we forgot our sweetener, so she might just drink it anyways, but it's so warm just to hold it. So I'm actually gonna pass this off to Ashley, and then when it warms up, or cools down I should say, I'll enjoy it. Since we last saw you, we literally slept for the last 3 hours. So from like 7:30, now it's 10:30, and we're finally gonna make breakfast. So we did make that coffee, we did drink the coffee.
And then we fell asleep.
Went right to sleep. Now it's breakfast time. So this is literally what we eat every single morning. It's oatmeal with protein powder, chocolate chips. We usually have like peanut butter or like a banana on top. And it's usually a little thinner. That's kind of like literally turned out like a cake batter, but it's really good. Something about food when you're camping, that when you eat the same exact food, but you eat it when you're camping, for some reason it just tastes so much better.
We got all of our stuff packed up, and now I think we're just gonna walk around and kind of take in the views. We might climb up a little bit higher to see the lake from a better angle. We just went to the lower one. There's a lower, middle, and upper, but we've heard that the lower one is the bluest one, so we've decided to just do this. And then I think we're gonna take a little swim. Even though it's super cold out, the water is so pretty, and I feel like it'd be a shame not to, so that's what we're gonna do. This lake is so blue. I see why it got its name, Blue Lake. From down there it looked blue, but from up here it looks like blue Gatorade. It is so vibrant and so beautiful. And honestly, even though it's not that hot, I'm really looking forward to jumping in because it's like jumping into Gatorade. It's gonna be awesome. We just got back from taking a little swim in the lake, and it was definitely freezing and it was super windy, so we were contemplating do we even go in or not, but it was definitely worth it. It was super refreshing, and it is gonna warm up throughout the day, especially as we hike back. So we're getting ready to make some lunch. We have some rice with like some kind of chicken seasoning and then more tuna packets. I don't think it's gonna be super flavorful, but I think it will be good, and then we're gonna hike back.
So our rice is cooked here. We've got this chicken stock thing. Plant-based, I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna do most of it.
Just do all of it.
All of it. It's probably gonna be really salty with the tuna. But, and then we have our tuna into the hatch.
Like that stick.
Just gonna give you an idea of what it looks like. Michelin star lunch. Really good.
Exactly.
The rice could be cooked a little bit more, but besides that, salty, fishy.
Let me try.
Give it a try.
That's a huge bite.
Pretty good. Better than I thought.
Not bad. Yeah, better than I thought too.
Gonna enjoy lunch, hit the trail, and head back to our camper.
All right, we're ready to make our way back down, and I think it's gonna be nice and easy because on the way up here, it was mostly uphill, a couple of flat parts. So now it'll be mostly downhill, a couple of flat parts. So let's do it. Now he's in the back. We made it back. It literally took us half the time to get back, which makes sense since it was all downhill. It took an hour and a half. So let's get back to the camper, get these bags off. Home. 2 seconds from the trailhead. Woo!
How's it? Like getting that weight off your back when you get back to your camp, to your house, whatever your living situation looks like, but
Your car, anything.
whatever you look like, yeah.
Oh.
What an awesome hike. What an awesome trip. If we were to change it, I think I would add a new sleeping pad, probably better trekking poles, which we actually have already ordered, and maybe a little bit bigger of a bag. I don't know why. I mean, I have everything I need for at least overnight. maybe even 2 days. I just needed more food if we're gonna do a little bit longer. But yeah, we had fun. It was a blast. Good job, babe.
Killed it.
Absolutely killed it. Ashley really never carries a bag. I don't know if we mentioned that earlier in the video, so she killed it for never, ever really carrying a bag besides
Other
one
than
other
one backpacking trip. I always carry my camera bag, but that's like, what, 7 pounds maybe? This we actually weighed. Mine was 28 pounds or 29. Grayson's was like 40.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, so heavy bags, but thank you guys for watching. We've made it home. Now we're gonna game plan what's next, because we don't know where we're going. We'll probably just end up staying here for the night, figure it out later, but thanks for watching.
And
We
if you
hope
like this
enjoyed
video,
it.
make sure to give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Turn on your post notifications if you haven't already as well, so you can stay up to date when we post next.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.